Hello everyone, so this is the 25th monthly ownership update video on my Astra, and as you can see today it's not actually a driving video. I'm actually just going to show you guys around the car because just yesterday I had it detarred, washed, waxed and polished by a local valeter called Jerry Mongan, so a huge shout out and thanks to him for going to town on the Astra. But if I just spin the camera around here, you can see, well you probably can't see because of all the raindrops that are on it, but it is noticeably cleaner. Certainly has got a very nice shine off it. Done a great job on the wheels and it just looks so much nicer and cleaner now. So I'm very happy with that. Car's been given a good coat of polish as well. And we just come round to the rear. Looks a lot nicer, sorry. Especially in person anyway. Maybe camera doesn't do that much justice. But usually dirt accumulates, you know, towards the back here a lot in this car, and the back of it here is always very filthy and the wheels are always in a bad shape. But it is looking great now. I gave the car a quick clean yesterday in the interior. And if we just look, you can see I keep the car as clean as I can anyway. But the mats are pretty clean. And overall the interior is just held up very well in this car. It looks great. So, what did I want to talk about in this video? Well, there's a couple of things I want to mention. As far as reviews go, I've got a couple coming up. Now, I know I'm meant to upload a review every Monday, but I've been super busy lately, you know, with work and all that, so it's just very hard to get the time in, and it gets dark these days now at like 4:30, so you know, there's a lot of time restrictions and all that with my reviews. But I got a Land Rover Discovery Sport HSA that I plan to review next week. I'm going to be reviewing that on Tuesday and it will be uploaded the following Monday. And then on Wednesday I'm going to be reviewing a demo Volvo V40 that McGinley Motors have. I believe it is a muscle blue inscription that I'll be taking out, and then that will be uploaded the Monday after the Discovery Sport review. So other things to talk about. You guys might remember my review of the Volvo S90. Now, we have 5 S90s in stock at the moment at McGinley Motors, and one thing I want to say is the one I reviewed originally for you guys was a launch model. Now, we got 2 launch models in, both inscription models. Both cost €72,000 each, and they have €19,060 worth of options loaded onto them. So apparently when Volvo send out these launch cars, they fit tons and tons of options on, and then we just have to sell on the cars as best we can. But we've got 3 more cars in now, both Momentums. So at the S90, you can only choose between a Momentum and an inscription at the moment. The rest that we have, as I said, are Momentums, and what I plan to do is maybe a comparison video and show you guys the difference between the Momentum and inscription S90s and go over some of the features that are fitted to the Momentums. Now, as I said, there's like over €19,000 worth of options on the inscriptions that we have, but on the Momentums, the main options that we usually fit are a spare wheel, sometimes a CD player, which I can't believe is an optional extra on something that comes as standard on a base model Opel Corsa, for example. It's a €140 option, but I'm very surprised that Volvo would even make it an option on something as luxurious as the S90, but apparently they do. But yeah, now sometimes they fit a CD player, but the main options you'll see on S90s that we get in stock is the metallic paint, a winter pack which has heated front seats and a heated steering wheel, and a rear reversing camera. Now, it comes with parking sensors as standard, but the reversing camera is an optional extra. So I want to do a comparison video, and I want to show you guys just the difference between the Momentum and the inscriptions, you know, visually as well as options. Other things, I got a couple of more reviews planned. So Heron Auto recently took delivery of the new Kia Niro. So this is Kia's first ever hybrid, and I'm going to be reviewing that. It'll be my first time ever driving a hybrid, so it should be interesting to see what it's like. And they also took delivery of the new Optima Estate, and I believe this is the first ever Estate Optima they've made. I'm not so sure, but I've never seen an Estate Optima before. Now, I've already done a full in-depth review of the Optima Saloon, so I think I'm just going to do a short video on the Estate, because if I was to go for a full review, I'd basically just be repeating myself, because it's the exact same car, only the rear is a bit longer. So I'll do a short video on that, and we'll see what the Estate is like, see how big the boot is and so on. So I'm actually just going to hop into the interior here just to finish off the video, because it's getting quite cold outside. So the last thing I want to talk about is in my previous monthly ownership update video, I mentioned that I will be reviewing Jaguars. That is still going ahead. It'll probably be at some point in the new year. I'll be reviewing the Jaguars, and just going to say that last week, or it was actually the week before, it was 2 weeks ago, McGinney Motors had a Jaguar XF, and I actually took it out for a quick drive, and naturally I loved it because I've always been a fan of the XF. It's just kind of one of my more favourite luxurious saloons, and I planned to review it the day after, but it was sold, so somebody just got their hands on the XF very quickly. Although in fairness, McGinley's got that in because there was a customer interested in it, so I'm actually lucky I even got to take it on a quick test drive. But the XF, the XE and the F-Pace are 3 cars I'm guaranteed to review at some point in the new year, if not before. You know, God knows I could get one in the next few weeks, I have no idea. But yeah, I'm going to be reviewing them 3 cars anyway, so that's going to happen. Hopefully I can get my hands on an XJ. A brand new XJ review would be pretty cool as well. No guarantees, but it is possible. And an F-Type, well, that's very hopeful and wishful thinking. Maybe we'll get an F-Type. I have no idea what's going to happen. But the XF, the XE and the F-Pace, those reviews are definitely going to happen at some point in the near future. And also there is a new Land Rover Discovery coming out, so I think that's like sometime in March 2017 we'll be seeing that. I was looking at photos of it, and there's definitely a lot of styling borrowed from the Range Rover Sport, so very interesting to see how that's going to look like. It's probably going to cost somewhere in the mid €50,000 range like the current Discovery does. And the last thing, next year there's a new Opel Insignia coming out. I believe at some point in June. So I do need to look that car up, see if I can find any official photos and specs and prices on it. I'm sure the pricing will be very similar to what it is at the moment. But yes, there will be a new Insignia out. So those are my next couple of reviews. I suppose start out for the next while anyway. Who knows what could pop up in between. But that's pretty much everything I wanted to cover in this video. Should actually mention the car is sitting on 153,310 kilometers. I didn't say much about the car in this video apart from the fact that it's been cleaned, but as usual it's running perfectly, you know, can't fault it. Great car. So yeah, I think that's everything I wanted to cover here. So thank you very much for watching, and my next review will be the Land Rover Discovery Sport. Then I'll have a V40, and at some point during this week I'll get the new Kia Niro Hybrid done. So yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. And also the Volvo S90 comparison video will be coming out in the next couple of weeks as well. So there's plenty of content to come. So thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you again next time.